Okay, moving on to number 17, Mat 1100, Practice Test, Chapter 1. Tech Support spent $18,450 this year on utility costs alone. If total sales were $268,200, what percent of total sales was spent on utility costs? Round to the nearest tenths place. So this time they actually say to round to the tenths place. So again, the concept is to change to a percent. As we were discussing in class, there's many problems that focus around this concept because it's the main idea of the chapter, although there are other topics that are brought in, but mostly this type. Okay, so it's always the total on the bottom. And then the 18,000 would go on the top. So both in dollars, so those dollar symbols are just going to cancel. So this is always step one to set up the fraction. That's why it would probably be pretty important to have one of these examples on your index card, unless you think you're going to remember it on your own. Okay, so we're going to start off with the fraction, turn it into a decimal by way of the calculator, and then finally we will slide it over and get a percent by just moving it over 2 places to the right. Okay, so in your calculator, 18,450 divided by 268,200, you get 0.0687. Those are the first 4 digits. Then you're going to round this over 2 places to the right in order to change it into a percent. So this is going to slide over 2 places, becoming 6 point. We're rounding it to the tenths place, so this is going to become 6.9%. And if you want to, you can write just what it looks like after you have moved the decimal 2 places to the right. You can write it like that momentarily and then concentrate on rounding it to the place that they've asked you to round it to, which is right here. Okay, so here I've just moved it over 2 places. Now I'm going to focus on rounding it to the tenths place, which would make it 6.9%. Okay, number 18. They give you the original price of an item. They say that they're going to discount it 30% of this original price. And first they ask what is the discount going to be, and then what is the final sale price going to be. So 2 different operations. For the discount, you want to find out what is 30% of $960. Don't forget, when you're finding a percentage of a total amount, you have to use it in decimal form. That's what that is right there. You want to do 30% of $960. Put that in your calculator, and you will have the discount, the amount of money that they're going to take off of the original price. So 30% times $960 is $288. That goes right in there. And then for the sale price, you're going to take the price of the original price, which was $960, and then take off of that original price this discount amount. So 960 minus 288, you get $672 for your sale price after they took off the 288. Okay, so that's your final answer there. Okay, problem number 19. Problem number 19, it says use the Venn diagram to list the elements of the set in roster form. Okay, so now this is called the universal set. The universal set, which is what this symbol stands for, the U in the left-hand corner, is every single number that's inside of this rectangle. There's two numbers out here. These are numbers that are not part of A, not part of B, nor A, nor the intersection. Intersection are these numbers in the middle that belong to both sets. Okay, so now the question is, list all the elements of set A. Okay, 11 is in set A, and you can list them in order. That would be good. So there's an 11 in set A, 13 is part of set A, even though it's in the overlapping part, it's still in circle A. There's also a 14 in circle A. There's also a 17 in circle A, and that's the answer. List all the elements in set A. Number 20, another Venn diagram. This one says, describes the desserts that people ordered at a party. Use it to determine how many people ordered cake. Okay, so there were 15 people that ordered just ice cream. There were 21 people that ordered both ice cream and cake. And then there were 7 people that ordered just cake. So if you want to answer this question, and then these 7 people out here stand for people that did not order ice cream nor cake. Okay, all the people that ordered cake would be the people that ordered both and the people that ordered just cake, which is in this outer fringes, the 7. So all together there were 28 people that were eating cake at that event. Okay, that takes us all the way up to number 20. Okay, in number 21, the following Venn diagram describes the desserts again. Use it to determine how many people ordered ice cream but not cake. Okay, so if we're going to say ice cream but not cake, then we don't want to count up numbers that are in the cake circle. So this is the cake circle. This is the ice cream circle. So if you were looking at these people in the middle, these people ordered ice cream and cake. They ordered both. So these are definitely cake orderers. These people on the outside here, they ordered just ice cream because it's in the ice cream circle, but not part of the cake circle. So these are the people that ordered ice cream, but not cake. Okay, that's that amount right in here. Okay, number 22. In a complex of 60 apartments, 40 apartments have cable, 25 apartments have a dishwasher, and 13 have both. Okay, so why don't we label these circles, give the circles names. So for 40 have cable. So one of these circles can be devoted to listing people that have cable television. One of these circles can be dedicated to listing people that have dishwashers. And then in here will be the people that have both cable television and dishwashers. So the way you start these problems is you begin by listing the both category, because this takes, when you're listing this first, it affects what's in these outer fringes here. Okay, so first you're going to list, so always remember, list the common intersection portion first, the overlapping part. 13 have both cable and dishwasher. So you're going to put the 13 right in there. Then you can go back to people that are only having cable and only having a dishwasher. Okay, so then let's see what we can figure out for what number to put in here. We've got to read the way that they phrase it is what you got to be careful about. It says 40 apartments have cable television. Well, the people that have both are part of that 40, because these people that have both definitely have cable television, so they are part of that 40. So when you're trying to figure out people that only have cable television, you have to take into consideration that that is part of the 40. So 40 minus 13 is how you're going to figure out what's in this outer portion. 40 minus 13 is 27. So 27 people have only cable. 27 combined with 13, these are all the people that have cable. And that adds up to 40. Same thing when you come over here. In order to figure out people that only have a dishwasher, you have to go up here, read how many people have dishwashers, 25 total. That includes this 13. So you're going to go 25 minus the 13 to figure out that 12 people have just dishwasher. But this plus this is the 25. Then, in order to figure out this number in the outer fringes, you can either put it here or here in the universe. You have to know the total number of people that took place in this study. So there is 60 total. So far you've accounted for 40 right here and then another 12. Add all these together, it's 40, that's 52. There were 60 people total. The remaining 8 goes out here. Okay, that means that these 8 people have neither a dishwasher nor cable in their apartment. And that accounts for all 60 people in this study. Okay, that takes us up to 22. Okay, 23. A survey asked a group of 55 grade school children which foods they like to eat. 40 like pizza, 32 like hot dogs, and 18 like both. Okay, again, I was stressing in the last problem that the overlapping region is where you put the items that are common to both circles. Start by naming each of the circles. So we have pizza, the pizza people who like pizza, people that like hot dogs, and in the center, the people that like both. So you're going to start with the number that represents the people that like both. There's 18 that like both. This 18 plays a role in the numbers that are going to be out here. Again, be careful with the wordings. 55 total, we'll use that at the end. 40 people like pizza. This is 18 of them, because if you like both, you definitely like pizza. So 40 minus 18 gives you 22 people that like pizza, that just like pizza, 18 that like both, for a total of 40 people that like pizza. 32 people like hot dogs. This is 18 of them. So to get all the way to 32, go 32, take off the 18 that like both, and you'll have the people that only like hot dogs. Okay, so this would be 14. 32 minus 18 is 14. So these 14 only like hot dogs, but these 14 combined with 18 are the 32 people that do like hot dogs. Okay, how many of the children only like pizza? Only like pizza. These are the only people in the pizza category. So 22. How many children like neither food? Okay, that would take us being able to fill out the number that's left in the universe. So there were 55 people total. We've accounted for, let's see, 40 of them right here, 54. This is 54 total people. And there were 55 people altogether. Okay, so 40 and 54, 55 people total. Just, you know, what you're doing there is just how many people total. This is what I did in the last problem to get this number. Subtract off the number of people that you've accounted for here, which is 54, and there is one person that does not like pizza nor hot dogs. Okay. Likes neither one. So the answer to part C is 1. Okay, A I did by filling out the diagram here. Which one's greater and which one's less than? You could think about the numbers on a number line. The one that is furthest to the left would be the one that is the lesser quantity. So this would be 7.8. That would come further to the left than negative 7.6. So the further to the left it is, the smaller it is. So this number right here is smaller. Okay, if you were comparing negative 9 to 4, Negative 9 is further to the left than this one is. If you put this here, further to the left. So negative 9 is less than 4. Any negative is less than a positive. It's when you're comparing two negatives that, you pretty much have to think about it a little bit harder. But I would just put the two numbers that they're talking about. Negative 4 would happen, and then further down the road would happen, the negative 7 would happen, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. So the one furthest to the left is the negative 7, pointy part, points towards the lesser number. So like that. So be careful when filling that one in. Last problem on this page, 27. Estimate the answer by rounding each number to the nearest 100. Okay, this is 943. That's closer to 900. They want us to round each number to the nearest 100. Okay, this is closer to 700. This is 672, and then we are finding the difference. Okay, and that's the answer for number 27. That completes up through 27.